Hi, everybody. Okay, there are a couple things I want to say before I start. Number one, I wanted to do this video today because I wanted to do a fun video. It is the weekend, so I don't want to be always serious. Number two, I did try to get a subscription to Paramount Plus, and I did, only hoping to get retro episodes, and they look like they're available, but then when you try to click on it, it says not available due to copyright um, issues. So yeah. Okay. So the way I've been able to find episodes is YouTube. So this is in no particular order because I just have to do it when I find them. So I already did season 1 and 25, right? So what I could find in kind of in order is season 21. So this would be the 2007 2008 year. And it's interesting because this is when I think it starts to get good. Um, because most of the people are already established, and then you just have to go along with the storyline and see what's going on with them. Although a bunch of the people that are there now are not on the current soap opera, so that's what's kind of jarring because it's like learning about people that aren't there anymore. Okay, like Felicia, all the Forrester kids are there, only they're not there anymore. Okay, Nick Moreno, uh, he was there. He's Jack Wagner. He was there then, but he just came for a guest spot a couple months ago. Um, and then let's see, some of the Forster kids, Felicia, she's not there anymore. Storm is a Logan. He's not there anymore. And Donna and Katie, they're still there. And Susan Flannery, Stephanie, the original Stephanie, who Stephanie is named after, is not there anymore because I found out, which I already kind of knew, um, they unalived the character because Susan Flannery wanted to retire. So that's why they did it. Okay. So that gives you kind of a lay of the land a little bit. But okay, to layer on that, Taylor was played by Hunter Tylo at this point. Okay, so all Taylor wanted was a baby with Nick, and and then she found out that Brooke was actually the mother of the child. So at first she couldn't bond with the baby because she felt like it wasn't hers. So that was going on. So the Taylor and Brooke thing has been going on for decades. And I mean literally decades because I'm talking about episodes in 2007, but I'm pretty sure this quote unquote lore or love triangle or whatever has been going on since day one. So, but I have proof of it in season 21. Um, okay. So then also, apparently Eric and Stephanie Forrester were married for decades. Remember, I talked about them in season one. And season one was back in 1987. And at that point, you're supposed to believe they've been married for a while, even at that point. Okay? So then you take it above 30 years, definitely 30 years being married from 1987 to 2007, right? Okay. But there were problems in the marriage for a while, and 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 now he's with Donna. Like current day, he's married to Donna, but this was the beginning of when he started to fall for Donna, and it was a major to do because he was married to Stephanie, and then her whole family, Donna's family, didn't really understand it at first because they thought that she wanted him for his money or power or whatever. And then also the age gap, which I kind of have a personal feeling about that one because, um, oh, well, it's kind of hard because when you're young, um, you're supposed to, like, a bunch of people might think you're supposed to be with someone young around your age. But then if you don't really communicate with them and you don't get along with them, who are you supposed to be with? So I've dealt with the whole age thing myself since I was younger, like in my 20s, okay, not like that young, but still. Yeah, and I know what it's like. So, but you connect with who you connect with. So, um, but I kind of hate it how they're always throwing Donna under the bus. I don't like it. So yeah. Okay, so I'm to the storyline where and this I wrote notes on it yesterday because I watched the Christmas episode from the 2007 season last night, so I got all the family tree. Okay, so now you're gonna have to go back because remember I talked about the Logans in the first video for the retro thing I ever made. Okay, so you have Beth, and the father wasn't there, so I didn't know the name. But we met all the kids: Storm, uh, Brooke, Donna, and Katie, right? But no father. So I always said, "Who's the father?" Well, I found out last night his name is Steven, and he was played by Patrick Duffy. Now, Patrick Duffy might be familiar to some of you because he was in Dallas, on Dallas, and he's familiar to me because I watched him as a kid on Step by Step. He was the father on Step by Step. So, yeah. To say he's a great actor would be an understatement, but it's true. Okay. So the storyline with that goes that Steven, the father, wasn't there because Storm, the oldest, and the boy told him, "You either have to grow up and be a man or just leave." So then he chose to leave. And then Storm took over the fatherly responsibilities and basically raised all three girls, right? So then when Stephen wanted to come back, then apparently you're supposed to believe that Storm had all this pent up rage, and he tried to unalive Stephanie, but it didn't work out, obviously. And then so they pinned it on Steven, the father, and now they're trying to get him. Now they're trying to get him out of jail, but the way to do it is just to ask Stephanie to change her testimony. That's where I'm at right now. And also, I'm to the point where Eric is convinced that he wants to be with Donna and he's going to ask Stephanie for a divorce. So it's kind of interesting because I'm able to put all the pieces I didn't have before kind of like into the puzzle. So it's fun that way. But I'll probably do another video tomorrow at some point because I want to finish up the season. So I'll probably do like retro part 2, and that'll cover all the episodes I can find from season 21, and then I'll move on to other seasons and keep doing it like that until we're up to I'll get up to as close to present day as I can. And then of course present day I always cover every Monday to Friday. So all right. Bye everybody.